They're going to end up signing the players they have right now, and they wonder why they're in the same boat they're in.
Go 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast. Did you know?
There it is.
Brought to you by Mallard Bay. Check out Mallard Bay for any of your hunting and fishing needs.
Yes. It's that time. Books are open, people.
I got two quick little things on mine.
Two quick little thingies.
Yep.
Let's hear it.
Have you ever heard of a lady named Tondra Dickerson?
No.
Tonda Dickerson.
Never have.
Okay. Tonda was a waitress at the Waffle House in Grand Bay, Alabama. Mm-hmm. One of her regular customers, Edward Seward, had a habit of leaving her lottery tickets as tips. On this particular day, he left her a lottery ticket, and it turned out to be a $10 million winner. However, what should have been a joyous occasion quickly turned sour for Dickerson. First, her colleagues sued her because they wanted a percentage of her tips. Mm-hmm. Later, the customer who tipped her, he sued her because she was supposed to buy him a new pickup. He said, if you win one, you're going to buy me a new truck.
You know.
And she didn't.
People go back on their word.
And then her ex-husband kidnapped her.
Okay.
Held her captive on a boat.
Right.
And then she shot his ass. So, deal is, don't win the freaking lottery. If you do, don't tell nobody you won.
Money, more problems.
That's exactly right. Shot his ass.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
You can imagine being married to somebody and fucking get divorced and she hits $10 million lottery.
That'd be my luck.
That would stink. Okay. My other part is, what do you think is the most consumed fruit in the United States?
Bananas.
You're right. What do you think second?
Apples.
Nope.
Oranges.
Nope.
Cuties.
Nope. Strawberries.
Huh.
Bananas are first. Strawberries are second. Apples are third. Grapes are fourth. Melons are fifth. Now, this sixth one surprises me, is avocados. I figured more people would have avocados. Is such a trendy food right now.
Yeah.
Mandarins are 7, which are the cuties. Oranges are 8. Peaches are 9, which are my favorite. Pineapples 10. What do you think the number one vegetable eater?
Watermelon? Oh, melon.
Melons. They're
Okay.
5th.
Yeah.
Bananas are way up there though. More than strawberries.
Breakfast.
Everybody hates bananas. Bananas are cheap too.
Are they? That's one of the things that's still cheap.
That's one of the few things that are still cheap in this country. And
I know eggs aren't.
Nope. What do you vegetables? Number one vegetable. Think about it. This is simple.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Lettuce?
No.
Tomato?
No. Potatoes.
Oh.
French fries, baked potatoes.
Yeah. I just figured lettuce, good salad bars, burgers.
No.
Stuff like that.
Potatoes are 1.
Okay.
The vegetable I hate the most is second. That's onions.
Yeah, I don't like onion.
Me neither. Tomatoes are third. I like tomatoes, especially garden tomatoes, fresh tomatoes.
Nope.
Lettuce is 4th.
Okay.
Carrots are 5th. I like carrots.
Yep. Good for your eyes.
Peppers are 6th.
Yeah.
Your mom eats a lot bell peppers. Your mom eats a lot of bell peppers and puts cream cheese in them for snacks at night. They're very good. Cucumbers, another thing I like, is 7. Celery is only good with peanut butter. And then salad kits are 8, and broccoli are 9, and broccoli is 10. Now, the 11th one is one of my favorites, and that is mushrooms. And your youngest son has got me where I love to eat mushrooms, and I love mushrooms on a pizza.
Love a good mushroom.
Me and Mom ate dinner at the Silver Buffalo in Buffalo Gap on Sunday, and we had one of the things we had was the
fried mushrooms.
I love fried mushrooms with a little bit of ranch. Corn is 14th.
I can see that.
It's below squash and spinach. And I don't know why anybody eats squash.
Oh, fried squash? Phenomenal.
Ugh.
Fantastic.
Green beans is 16. Cauliflower is 17.
Blech.
Garlic 18. Asparagus 19. And Brussels sprouts 20. So, anyways, that's what it was. So that's where we go. Limes were on the fruit list. Limes was 15th. I figured lemons was 13. Limes is 15.
All the alcoholics.
Yeah, it's all mine. That's the only time I have a lemon or lemons in my beer.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's my did you knows. Two quick little stories
Okay,
there.
I got a couple. So, do you know that the average lifespan of a human is 73.2 years old.
It's went way down then. I thought it was 78.
Okay, well...
Is that worldwide, though?
I don't know. But I think... Anyway, 73.2. Do you know what the average...
Damn, I got 16 years left.
It gets more depressing than that. Do you know what the average health span is in...
What do you mean health span? Being healthy?
Where you can do shit?
60.
64.
Well...
The last 9.8 years is kind of shitty.
I say once you get to 70, anything's never going to get better.
Right.
64 is the point.
64 is the year that stuff starts...
Doesn't get fixed.
Going on downhill. So you might live to be 75. 64, 65, that's about where the wheels fall off. A plant-based diet will make you fart 7 times more and poop twice as much. This is according to a 2021 crossover trial by a Spanish research team in Barcelona, published in Nutrients, investigated gas production of a plant-rich diet versus the standard Western diet. It found a dramatic rise in flatulence. 18 healthy adult men aged 18 to 38, originally free of digestive disorders, experienced explosive gas on the test diet. Researchers carefully measured flatulent frequency as reported, and then they measured volume using balloons.
So if you're eating broccoli, you're going to poop a lot more.
You're going to poop twice as much, and you're going to fart 7 times as much. So maybe eat some meat every once in a while. Rice crops make up 12% of the world's methane. Cows make up only 8%.
Rice products?
Rice crops.
Oh, rice crops.
Make up 12% of the world's methane. We're trying to get cows out of the environment because cows are contributing to global warming. Cows only produce 8% of the world's methane.
But 12% comes from rice.
Comes from rice. So
a lot of gas over in Vietnam and places.
If you want to rid the world of global warming, got to cut rice production, I guess. In Russia, decorative scars are growing in popularity with a demand up 20% this year. So people will go, men over the age of 25 are paying at least 10,000 rubles in Moscow clinics for scars that mimic weapon marks.
Oh, Jesus.
So this is what people are spending their money on over in Russia. I've got one more small one, and then I'll get to my big one. Alcohol sales by generation. Who do you think is the generation that drank the most alcohol?
When you say generation, do you mean what age they're at now?
Boomers, Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z. In that order. It's the order of the generations.
Am I a boomer?
No, Ron was a boomer. Post World War II.
Oh, the boomers is what I would go with.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
You're right. What's the next one?
Probably the generation after them, which would be
would be you.
What generation is that?
Gen X.
I guess Gen X.
That is not right. So boomers, alcohol sales by generations, $25 billion. I'm assuming that this per year. Let me look at this.
Are we going about when they were young or when they're older?
A recent report from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that Gen Z drinks much less alcohol compared to millennials. Millennials spend about $23.4 billion on alcohol each year. Gen Z spends only $3 billion a year. So I'm assuming some difference was expected since Gen Z includes people 13 to 28. So they're not quite legal drinking age. What is that?
Is that your voice?
Not mine. Maybe it was. Maybe it was mine. Maybe I clicked a button.
Okay, well, see, my question was on that deal.
I don't know.
Are we going by right now what they're buying? Or
no, I think when they were kind of at their peak.
I would say the drinkers were the guys, the post World War II guys. That would have been the drinking class. Now,
25 billion, Gen X 23.1 billion, millennials 23.4 billion. Gen Z is all the way down at $3 billion.
Am I a Gen Z guy?
No.
Who's Gen Z?
Payne.
Well, yeah, they're young.
Payne's
they ain't
generation.
got no money. People that spend. I had a buddy.
Is your phone.
I had a buddy of mine that had a bar, and he told me one time. He said, "You make your money off of the 50-year-old guy and up. That's where your money's at because they'll go in and buy top shelf liquor. They tip good, and they don't mind price. They don't look at a price. These young kids want to go drink in the parking lot and then come in because because it saves them money.
So anyway, maybe there's some discrepancies. Maybe here in a couple years we can see if the numbers hold true for Gen Z and their alcohol use. Okay. Have you heard of the story of Adidas versus Puma? The shoe brand. Okay, so these are two Nazi brothers, and they both, it's Adolf and Rudolf Dassler, grew up in a poor German town. After returning from World War I, they started a shoe business together called Adidas. Adi designed and Rudolf sold.
So his name was Adi.
Adi.
That's why, because over there they call him Adidas.
Adidas. I don't know where they got the Dawes. Maybe Rudolph. I don't know.
Well, the name of it's Adidas, and I'm assuming Adi's from him.
I'm sure. Then Hitler rose to power and everything changed. Under the new regime, sport was promoted. The result, sales skyrocketed. At the 1936 Olympics, things got even better. They gave their shoes to Jesse Owens, a black athlete, to wear on the world stage, and he won 4 gold medals. The brothers gained global attention. Sales skyrocketed even further, and then they started selling all over the world. The future looked bright, but as business grew, so did the tension between the two brothers. When World War II broke out, things became even worse. They were forced to produce boots and weapons for the army. Rudolph's sales expertise became useless since there was no market to sell to. He believed Adi was trying to push him out. Adi believed Rudolph was reckless. Rudolph was drafted into the army while Adi stayed behind to keep the business running. And Rudolph became paranoid. He thought that basically Adi was trying to push him out and this was his way to do it. Rudolph tried everything to sabotage the business, and after the war, things get even worse. Rudolph was arrested as a suspected Nazi and spent a year in prison. He was convinced that Adi set him up. When he got out, they split. Adi kept the factory and the founded business Adidas. Rudolph built his own business across the river, Puma. The town became divided, and Rudolph was ready for revenge. Adidas workers on one side, Puma's on the other. Even dating in that town, even dating somebody from one of the other brands was a sign of betrayal. It became known as the town of bent necks because everyone checked each other's shoes before talking. In 1954, Adidas made a game-changing move. Adi developed the first football boot with removable studs, perfect for bad weather. Germany wore them in the World Cup final. They won. Adidas became a global icon overnight. Rudolph was furious. By the 1970s, Adidas and Puma were at war for athlete sponsorships, and they made secret pacts. Neither would sign Pele, but Puma broke it. So they had an agreement, and nobody's going to sign Pele. Puma says, screw it, we're going for it. Before the match, Pele bent down to tie his Puma laces. Millions saw it, and Puma pulled off the perfect marketing stunt. The brothers never reconciled. Even the sons continue their feud. To this day, Adidas and Puma remain fierce competitors. And that is the story of Adidas and Puma, made by two brothers in Germany, Adi and Rudolph. So,
well, I can tell you this much.
Pele did it for Puma.
Adidas has a lot bigger market share.
Oh, 100%.
I looked it up just now. Theirs is like in the billions and billions and billions, like 21 billion in sales.
What is Puma even anything?
No, Puma's made money. Puma made, I think they made, Puma's valued at 5.3 billion and Adidas is in the,
Puma's not a failure by any stretch of the imagination.
No, but it's nothing like
Adidas.
No, not at all. And then they're way both behind Nike.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the story of Rudolph and Adi.
That's pretty interesting.
In Germany,
started. Would have never known that.
They started two shoe companies.
Hats off. Good.
Hats off to them.
Good substance today. You done a good job.
Thank you very much.
Did a good job
today,
Blake.
today.
All right. Thank you for listening to us. God bless y'all. Have a great week.
Watch for deer.